Wow, I didn't know so much about my body. Mine is just to sleep and wake up in the morning. But now you know that your body actually goes through some work while you sleep. Well, I call for a short break now, and after the break, we'll meet a wonderful guest who is going to be talking to us about the new year. So go nowhere. If you're just tuning in, the program is Good Morning Abuja on your Unity station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Well, you're welcome to that very interesting segment of the program where we get to meet our guests. Yes, we get to meet people that are making mark, that are actually climbing mountains and having effect on people's life with their various, responsibilities. Let me call it that way. With me in the studio today is Barrister Cedric Bako. He's the CEO, Born to Lead. You're welcome to the program.
It's
sir.
my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let me first start. Born to Lead. What is Born to Lead?
Well, Born to Lead is an organization that centers on helping people understand their leadership capabilities and training them to achieve that. And it was born because having studied leadership for some time, we realized, a number of friends and I realized that every one of us has been born to lead.
Yeah.
And in us is that leadership ability and capability. Now, because a number of people have a wrong perception of what leadership is,
Yeah.
when you ask people about who their leaders are, they simply point fingers to other people. They do not understand that they have the ability and capability to lead. So we started that organization to be able to help people understand that perspective.
We're going to the new year.
Yes.
So what frame of mind are we supposed to have at this
Okay.
particular time?
Okay.
Each and every one of us, what should we be preparing in our minds
Yeah.
for the coming year?
Okay. I've sent messages to a number of people, and my message has always been that 2020 will be the best year ever so far for you. And I mean it. All right? And by that I mean that every one of us should have a positive disposition towards life, positive disposition towards 2020.
Yes.
Okay? What we basically see as a people is that we are fond of complaining.
Exactly.
Even things that are meant to help us. Because we have a negative attitude, a negative perspective towards life, we just concentrate on negatives, and from January to December, we're grumbling and complaining, even when good things are coming our way. Now, if you have a positive disposition, one of the advantages of having a positive disposition is the fact that every positive thinking person sees an opportunity where others see problem. All right? Before we had electricity, there was darkness.
Exactly.
While everybody was complaining about darkness, somebody sat down and thought to bring light to people. And what did he do? He developed electricity.
Yes.
And from that, the whole world now seems to be hinging and holding on to electricity. So if you have a positive disposition, you would see opportunities where others see disadvantages, where others grumble. We've always talked about the economy of Nigeria. It's
Yeah.
been bad and so on and so forth. But you know what? The richest black man is a Nigerian. And his
See?
businesses are centered in Nigeria until lately when he spread to Africa. But for years, his businesses have always been in
Yeah.
this same economy
That
that we
leads
say
me
is
to
not
my
good.
next question, actually.
All right.
This year that is going by now,
Yeah.
we've had setbacks.
Yes.
Like you said, grumbling and
Yeah.
complaints.
Mhm.
I want to ask a question. What were we doing wrong? And
Okay.
what can we do to correct these wrongs?
Okay. Part of the things that we were doing wrong was that, I don't know, maybe because of our colonial history, all right? When government, for example, come up with policies, the first thing we think of is to attack the policies. We don't look at the policies critically and see what ways we can gain from the policies.
Exactly.
Last 6, 7 years ago, it was you win. A number of people who had a positive disposition, went through UWIN, made money and enhanced their businesses.
Exactly.
While others sat back and were complaining and grumbling.
Yes.
All right? Now, today it is agriculture. I know of someone who used to sell recharge cards for me. All right? When this policy of banning the importation of rice came up, he simply abandoned that business, went back to his village because he said there was a time he farmed at least 30 bags of rice.
Wow.
But nobody was buying. But right now that rice is the hottest thing in town, he's gone back. He's come to me and he says he no longer needs any business other than farming rice. Why? He looked at it with a positive mindset and went for it. So rather than grumble, rather than complain about things, let's find out the advantages that lie within any situation for us.
Yeah.
Now, there are situations we describe as negative. They're actually not negative. They are stepping stones to the higher place that you are supposed to go. For every problem that you solve, you make progress. For every problem that comes to you, it's an opportunity to create something out of it and make progress. So we must be creative, we must think positive, we must see opportunities in every situation that arise for us in life. That's, for me, is what we should be looking at.
Yes, and to really go a long way. You know, have this positive mind.
Yes.
And I think patience is also another part.
Oh, seriously.
You understand? We want to make it.
Everybody wants to make it in one day.
So we really have to be patient to be able to look critically and see the positives.
Exactly.
Instead of the negative part of things. Thank you so much. My
You're
next
welcome.
question is the new year. We're going to a new year. I used to do this when I was in secondary school. I stopped.
Okay.
Because I believed in the New Year resolutions.
Whoa.
I will make one strong one in January. I tell you, before March.
You would
I have fallen 10 times. So I didn't really see the relevance of resolutions.
Okay.
So I want you to look at that aspect.
Yeah.
I don't really, can you be a yardstick to our moving forward individually?
Okay.
Can you say, can I make a resolution? I have to follow it.
Yeah.
But how come most of us keep breaking and breaking and breaking and breaking?
Okay. Well, yes. Making resolutions is it's a yardstick, all right, for progress. Now, the problem is that when we make resolutions, sometimes we do things out of the blues, things that are bigger and higher than what we could ever imagine or do. Okay? As an individual, I have a 10-year goal plan written down. Okay? Then I break those 10-year goal plans into smaller units and try to achieve those units bit by bit. Okay? So when you make, first, it is to state that New Year resolutions are very good because everybody wants to grow. Everybody wants to make progress. Okay? So it is good that you make resolutions. But in making resolutions, first, your resolutions must be small and realistic.
Okay.
Okay? If you were walking on foot this year, you cannot suddenly think that you want to drive a Jeep and then it just works for you.
Okay.
No. You've got to grow from walking on foot to riding a bike or something, and then you keep growing in that respect. So your resolution must not only be small, but it must also be realistic.
Okay.
If you're a salary earner, you know what amount you earn.
Exactly.
All right? You cannot do a resolution that is 10 times higher than your salary and expect miracles. Well, there are miracles, but they work only for those who work for them.
Exactly.
All right?
Okay.
So in making your resolution, they must be realistic. In making your resolutions, you must have them written down.
Okay.
Yes.
Like a timetable.
Write down the vision. It is for an appointed time. Your resolution must be written down. It is said that the faintest paint is sharper than the sharpest brain.
Wow.
Everything that you write refreshes your memory every time that you come in contact with what you have written. So you must write down the resolutions.
Finally, sir.
Yes.
We are going into a new year.
Yeah.
What should the average Nigerian right now be thinking for his or her country?
Okay.
We've talked, we're thinking of building ourselves up.
Yes.
You understand? So what should I do for my country?
Okay.
What should be my mind right now as I go into the new year that this is what I can or should achieve for my country?
Okay. Nigeria is an extremely blessed nation. Extremely blessed. It is so blessed that you could take just granite and throw on any soil.
Yeah.
Without really taking care of it, it grows.
Yes.
There are a lot of mango trees around that nobody grew them. They simply grew up. There are countries in the world that will not achieve
have that exactly.
They don't have that. It is said that about 24% of world's natural resources reside or can be found within Nigeria. So Nigeria is, first of all, a very blessed country. The first thing I will advocate for Nigerians is to, first of all, thank God that you are made a Nigerian.
Exactly.
I've had situations, opportunities, people saying go outside the country. I say no. I was born a Nigerian. I'll work it out in Nigeria. If somebody became a billionaire in Nigeria, then I would find out why and how. All right? So the first thing is to thank God that you are a Nigerian. The second thing is to determine to change your environment. Do them in small bits. There are people who insult governors. There are people who insult the president. There are people who say all sorts of rubbish. And yet, those same people on the street beat traffic lights.
Exactly.
All right?
That's true.
It tells me that if you get into an office, you will do
worse.
You will do worse. All right? So, determine to do what is right. Determine to do what is right. Determine to help people solve problems. Most of the times we concentrate on ourselves.
Exactly.
And people who concentrate on themselves do not help people. So determine to help somebody close by. All right? If you do these things and then go ahead to pray for Nigeria. It is said that the average American blesses America nearly every day that he wakes up.
Wow.
God bless America.
Yes, it's even in their anthem.
It says, yes, God bless America. They say it. There is power in our words. Yeah. There is power in our words. The entire earth was created by words.
Yes.
So there is power in our words. Speak positive. Speak good about Nigeria. And I am certain if you do that, you will not only see opportunities, you will build on these opportunities, and Nigeria will be a better place for every one of us. And that's my encouragement to every Nigerian.
Wow, wow, wow. As a Nigerian, I'm more than encouraged. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Put it so well in plain terms. And I hope everybody out there has learned a thing or two from you, sir. Thank you so much
too.
Hope when we come to meet you another time and ask for your audience in our studios, you will oblige us, sir.
I will.
Thank you so much.
Too.
We have been in the studio with a very wonderful man. I call him wonderful because everything he has said today applies, and it's applicable in our nation and even to ourselves today to make us better human beings and better Nigerians. He is Barrister Cedric Bako, the CEO, Born to Lead. Well, we'll go for a short break and we'll be right back.